We're going to be looking at lesson 93 of the course.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start by reading lesson 93.
Great.
And then we can break it down together.
All right.
You think you are the home of evil, darkness, and sin. You think if anyone could see the truth about you, he would be repelled, recoiling from you as if from a poisonous snake. You think if what is true about you were revealed to you, you would be struck with horror so intense that you would rush to death at your own hand, living on after seeing this being impossible. These are beliefs so firmly fixed that it is hard indeed to help you see that they are based on nothing. That you have made mistakes is obvious. That you have sought salvation in strange ways, have been deceived, deceiving, and afraid of foolish fantasies and savage dreams, and have bowed down to idols made of dust. All this is true by what you now believe. Today we question this, not from the point of view of what you think, but from a very different reference point, from which such idle thoughts are meaningless. These thoughts are not according to God's will. He does not share these weird beliefs with you. This is enough to prove that they are wrong, but you do not perceive that this is so. Why would you not be overjoyed to be assured that all the evil which you think you did was never done, that all your sins are nothing, that you are as pure and holy as you were created, and that light and joy and peace abide in you? Your image of yourself cannot withstand the will of God. You think that this is death, but it is life. You think you are destroyed, but you are saved. The self you made is not the Son of God. Therefore, this self does not exist at all. And everything it seems to do and think means nothing. It has not changed creation, nor reduced eternal sinlessness to sin and love to hate. What power can this self you made possess when it would contradict the will of God? Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Over and over, this must be repeated until it is accepted. It is true. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God, and light and joy and peace abide in you. The self you made, evil and full of sin, is meaningless. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God, and light and joy and peace abide in you. Salvation requires the acceptance of but one thought. You are as God created you, not what you made of yourself. Whatever evil you may think you did, you are as God created you. Whatever mistakes you made, the truth about you is unchanged. Creation is eternal and unalterable. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. You are and will forever be exactly as you were created. Light and joy and peace abide in you because God put them there.
It starts off right off the bat by addressing this feeling that so many of us have, this deep sense of being flawed. Like there's something inherently wrong with us.
Like we're somehow evil?
Yeah, and it even suggests, if someone could really see us for who we are, they'd be repulsed, like we're some kind of poisonous snake,
Yeah, and not only that, but we'd be horrified by ourselves if we really saw the truth.
Right, like we wouldn't be able to live with ourselves.
And it's interesting because the Course acknowledges, okay, yeah, you've made mistakes.
Of course.
We've all done things we're not proud of, and we've tried to find fulfillment or even salvation in ways that haven't worked, right?
Yeah.
We've chased after things that didn't truly satisfy us. We've been deceived, and we've deceived others.
And maybe even worshiped things that were empty.
Exactly, things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But then there's this crucial shift.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let's look at this from a different angle, not just from our limited perspective, but from a higher perspective where these negative thoughts just don't hold any weight.
They're matingless.
Yeah, because they're not in alignment with a higher will or truth.
So all that guilt and sinfulness we carry,
It's not real.
it's an illusion.
It doesn't actually exist in this ultimate reality.
And then it asks this powerful question.
Yeah, why would you not be overjoyed to be assured that all the evil you think you did was never done?
To be told your sins are nothing.
That you're still pure and holy.
That light and joy and peace are already within you.
It's a complete flip, right?
Absolutely. Instead of focusing on what we think is wrong with us, it's pointing us to what's already right.
To our inherent goodness.
And then it digs into this idea of the self we've made versus our true self.
Yeah, the self that's full of those negative beliefs.
The one that tells us we're not good enough.
And it says that self is actually unreal.
It has no power to affect our true essence.
So those mistakes, that darkness we perceive.
It belongs to this fake self-image, not who we really are.
And then comes that powerful reassurance Repeat it over and over. Your sinlessness is guaranteed.
It's not something we have to earn.
It's our inherent state. It's unchanging.
This is huge. We're not striving for sinlessness, we're accepting it. It's already ours.
Unconditionally.
Exactly. And the lesson ends by emphasizing that true peace comes from accepting this fundamental truth. We are as we were created, not the messed up version we've convinced ourselves of.
No matter what we think we've done wrong, our essence is still pure.
Light and joy and peace are within us eternally.
Because that's how we were made.
That's the truth.
So it's a really powerful message of reassurance.
It is.
It's reminding us of our inherent goodness and showing us that those negative self-perceptions, they're just illusions.
They don't hold any real weight.
Let's move on to the practice exercise for this lesson.
Okay, let's do it.
Because it offers a very concrete way to actually embody these ideas,
I'm interested to see what it says.
Me too. All right, so the practice exercise starts with this affirmation. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God.
Simple, but powerful.
Right. Then it says, then put away your foolish self-images and spend the rest of the practice period trying to experience what God has given you in place of what you have decreed for yourself. You are what God created or what you made. One self is true, the other is not there. Try to experience the unity of your one self. Try to appreciate its holiness and the love in which it was created. Try not to interfere with the self which God created as you by hiding its majesty behind the tiny idols of evil and sinfulness you have made to replace it. Let it come into its own. Here you are. This is you. And light and joy and peace abide in you because this is so.
So we're really being asked to release those negative self-perceptions, those stories we tell ourselves about our flaws.
Yeah, and instead try and experience what's already there. The light, the joy, the peace.
Instead of focusing on that limited, critical view we've adopted.
And it highlights the importance of experiencing the unity of our true self.
Its holiness.
The unconditional love it was created in.
And it cautions us against hiding this magnificence behind those self-created idols of evil and sinfulness.
Those self-deprecating thoughts and feelings.
Like we're being asked to allow our true self to emerge.
To recognize that that's who we truly are.
And to remember that light, joy, and peace are naturally present within us.
Because of that truth.
Because that is the truth.
Exactly. And for those of us who can't do a longer practice every hour, it suggests just repeating the affirmation each hour.
Just taking a moment to recognize it as truth.
Right. And it also offers some practical advice for dealing with fear and anger.
Oh, okay. How so?
So it says to use the affirmation to dispel fear in unsettling situations.
Makes sense.
And to silently offer that same affirmation to others when we feel angry.
So we're taking those moments of negativity and using them to reaffirm truth.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like turning those moments into opportunities.
Powerful.
The practice exercise also points to the impact this can have on a larger scale.
Yeah, how so?
So it suggests that this practice contributes not only to our own spiritual growth, but also to a wider shift in consciousness.
So by accepting our own inherent goodness,
we're participating in a collective movement towards peace.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right. Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to circle back to that central message.
Okay.
The inherent presence of light, joy, and peace within each of us.
It's really a profound thought.
What do you think would change if we truly lived from this understanding?
If we fully embraced this idea of guaranteed sinlessness and inherent divine nature.
Yeah, what would shift in our experience? How would we interact with the world? How would we treat ourselves?
It's a huge question.
It is, and it's one I think is worth pondering.
Definitely.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive.
It was my pleasure.
It's been an insightful exploration.
Absolutely.
And I hope it's given you all something to think about.
Me too.
Until next time.
Take care.